The Uncle Tim Show on Vintage Radio 107.7.
Well, folks, it's that time of night. It's 8 o'clock straight up, 2000 hours on the military dial. And it's about... Where'd my little notes go there? Yeah, it's about 44 degrees here in downtown Erie. Got an interview coming up here. Well, I got Ron Johnson waiting in the wings. And we're live here from the beautiful Rhythm City Casino Studios in downtown Erie. And I'll be cutting Ron loose here in just a few minutes. Now, who is Ron Johnson? He grew up in Fulton. We'll let him tell us about that. He is the brains and the expertise, the architect, and I'll tell you what, he's the passion behind Chromatic Blue. You may have heard me play Chromatic Blue, and tonight we're going to be talking to Ron about his, Chromatic Blue and playing his music. We're going to dissect and analyze 5 of Ron's songs. Now, like I said, Ron was raised right close to Erie here, Fulton, Illinois, graduated from Fulton High School, even known to hang out with WQUD's own Pat Jones and his brother Larry. Sorry about that, Ron. Actually, I know that Pat's listening, so I just had to do that, Pat. And Ron is currently based out in Los Angeles. Has all sorts of memories of growing up in Fulton, I'm sure. We're going to touch base on a few of those. And I think we're ready to dig in. Hey, Ron, are you there?
I am here. How you doing, Tim?
Hey, it's great that we're doing this because it's always nice to feature talent with a local connection. I get to do my own local lick tonight, and hey, you still got family in Fulton. I bet your parents, Larry and Annie, are tuned in. Maybe your brother Eric, are they?
I believe so.
Oh,
I told them about it either way.
The pressure is on, Ron. Where do you want to start? You want to talk about growing up in Fulton?
Yeah, well, you know, looking back in those days, you know, going to Dutch days every May, biking around. Of course, we had the tornado in '74. I enjoyed, of course, bowling and playing videos during the grade school year. And, well, actually, that would be more or less my junior high and high school year, actually. And, of course, my favorite thing to do was walking to Ben Franklin's, which is the dime store, of course, buying Star Wars cars. I enjoyed collecting them.
Star Wars. Hey, is the Ben Franklin still there? I doubt it.
I don't think it is. No, I think it's a boutique shop now, I believe.
I think he used to walk to Clinton as well. That's a pretty good trek.
Yeah, I actually walked to Clinton because I wanted a 45 of the song I heard on the radio. And I think I asked my mom and dad if they were going over there and said they were not going over to Clinton. And I decided to go ahead and just walk there myself and got the Moody Blues Gemini Dreams that day.
Oh, great one. You've always been into music, haven't you?
Yeah, I always have. Yeah, basically it kind of started around 5 years old. I used to go through my mom and dad's 45s, 8-tracks, albums that they had, and just listen for hours and hours and hours. And, so, you know, some of the songs I remember were some of, like, Ventures and Herman Hermits, No Milk Today. Simon and Garfunkel was really the top of my list of listening to that El Condor Pasta song.
I played it last night.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, that song, big hit for them, been around forever.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And, of course, we took a lot of trips, you know, across the country and through 8-track and listened to the radio everywhere we went to. Music, music, music.
Well, your dad and mom were interested in music, or they had their own favorites, and maybe you can credit them.
Yeah, my dad's tastes were kind of early country and some rock, like Nancy Sinatra and Lee Hazelwood, Summer Wine.
Oh, yeah.
Arlo Guthrie with City of New Orleans, Johnny Rivers, Muddy Water was really one of my favorites of his that he played. And my mom was more into like Elvis, Tom Jones, Herb Alpert, ABBA, and John Denver. And So, yeah.
She had her own song for John Denver, Annie's song.
Yes, yes. First, Elvis, I liked his Can't Help Falling in Love, and Tom Jones, It's Not Unusual. So, yeah, it's just kind of a variety of great songs.
Did you always plan on getting into music, or was that later on down the road?
So that's probably a little bit later on the road, but started taking piano lessons around age 7, and it took 4 years with Sandy Klimstra over in Fulton, about 1 year with Jackie Finley in Clinton, and about another 2 years with the Mary Mittenblick in Fulton as well. So about 7 years total of taking piano lessons.
I think you might have. Did you give Pat Jones a piano lesson?
You know, I did. I actually remember the day of giving that little lesson, but I have no idea what song that was. I remember he just popped by, and I guess I was playing the piano at that time, and I guess he liked what I was playing, and so I said, I can show you how to play that. And he sat down, and I told him how to play it, and I think like 45 minutes, boom, got it.
Now,
it's like amazing.
Did you live close to the Joneses?
Yes, basically right down the hill from me, very close.
Age-wise, though, there was a difference, right? I think you're older than the Jones boys. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I hung around Larry more, but Pat would join us when we walked, downtown or go near the river or whatever we did around Fulton at that time. So, yeah, we definitely hung around.
Born in Clinton, and you lived in Fulton all the way through high school, or maybe a year beyond?
Yeah, that's right. Maybe only about a year, and because of the job situation, I decided to live out in Colorado for a while and see how the jobs were out there. And I got one of my first jobs was janitor at a Kmart, and then worked at a halfway house, and then was a manager at a record store.
Well, there's a good way to stay interested in music.
Oh yeah, I love that. It was really quite. I know, it's like I say, throughout the years, your choices of different types of songs have changed. From rock, soundtrack, pop, and disco, then to later on the alternatives and all kinds of different types of stuff that you just kind of changed as life changes.
I'm kind of looking at this list that you sent me. What is it? At age 10, you were into the Bee Gees, ELO, Patrick Hernandez.
Oh yeah, and Lee Garrett. I was made for love, or I was made for dancing rather. And yeah, just a lot of the disco. And what's interesting is I like that No Milk Today by the Hermits, which was written by Graham Goldman, who's from TCC. And I found out later that he was actually behind the soundtrack to the Animal Olympics cartoon. And some of those songs were really just amazing to me when I listened to them. It's just like, it's just, if I don't know if you're able to play some of them, but they're really, really good.
I should check those out. Now, you were always into music, but you got into it in high school as well. Band, choir.
Yes, I think I was only just in that within the junior high level.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Can you still play the trumpet?
I doubt it. I really doubt it.
Well, I was hoping you could teach me how to play the trumpet. I always wanted to be able to play, but you played for a while there, so.
Oh yeah.
Piano and keyboards, that is your niche, right?
Yeah, basically just just those two are my niche at this time, and I got my first keyboard. I don't know what age I was actually at the time, but junior high level, and it was just one of those first Casio tones, and learned to really enjoy the synthesizer at that point.
And yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think about that time. Let's see. Where were you? Once you left Fulton, you say you went to Colorado for a while. Did you go on to school? I believe you did. Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college, but not in Colorado. I decided to move out to California, and like I said, I always had a passion for music and movies and TV, and so I decided I kind of wanted to learn more on the movie side, and so I went to Columbia College out here and got a degree in cinema, and really enjoyed that actually as well, which helped me get some of the jobs that I got since then.
I think I read somewhere in the material that you sent me that you shot a movie. Was it maybe in junior high or high school?
Yeah, that was a silly, I don't know, I think it was 8mm film that just some of my friends got together and just did little funny stunts like pies in the face kind of stuff, and it was fun.
You still got any of that?
I still have it.
Yeah. All right.
Somewhere around here.
And you even got into a little bit of film work out there on the West Coast, correct?
Yeah. One of the movies that I was in, and as well as one of my roommates, was called Aftershock. And it's kind of a very low-budget sci-fi film that I remember the day when the director needed someone to wear a all-black uniform and a motorcycle helmet and get an arrow in the back and then die, basically, was what they were looking for. And so I was somehow picked, and I guess they liked the way I basically died. They did the stunt. Every time they needed someone to die, they kept coming over to me and saying, "Since we can't see your face, can you die again as one of these paramilitary motorcycle people that just get shot and killed throughout the film?" And like I said, I made a joke that I made a living in dying that year because I think I died like 4 or 5 times in that movie. I think.
You ever come across any of these what are these B movies? You ever come across any of those on the TV?
Oh God, yeah, it's definitely one of those. Yeah, it's one of those that's so bad you have to laugh.
I saw that picture of you with I don't know if that was an AK-47 or what that was in that movie, but pretty funny video.
Well, I think that gun was actually made out of rubber, like hard rubber. So it didn't even shoot, it was just for props,
Now, who were you working for when you were doing that?
Actually, I was in school at the time. Yeah, I was like, maybe the start of the second year of that. And then we had someone walking the halls asking people who want to be in a movie to kind of just show up at at the place and time, and we did, and had a 2-day shoot. And like I say, it was fun more than anything,
Did it pay much?
Not at all. In fact, we got I think it was $40 a day. And the funny story about that, it was so here I am with $80, and I'm getting out of my uniform, putting on my regular jeans and shirt, and someone from the cast, because I guess we use homeless people for some of the other extras on this movie, so they stole my money. So I did everything for free.
Hey, live and learn, right? You're $80 down the tube.
Well, absolutely.
So your movie career could that still exist, or you think not?
Well, I doubt that. I'm kind of really focusing on my music now. I did write 7 scripts that didn't get much traction in town here, but I tried, and this is. I feel more comfortable focusing on the music right now.
That must have been a little bit of culture shock going from Fulton to Colorado to L.A.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, like I say, my first apartment was a small studio for $675 a month, and got a job at a place called The Warehouse, and it's kind of a music/video store. And there's a funny story that comes behind that, because I was actually in the video department, and this one woman, elderly woman, comes in, and she says, "Wow, I have to backtrack. You have to understand, out here we have videos of all kinds, from foreign to westerns, everything, including an adult section." And so this woman comes in, she says, "I'm looking for your Chip and Dale videos." So I said, "Okay." So I walk her to the adult section, thinking she's wanting Chip and Dale strippers. And I said, "Here's the video." And she goes, "I can't give that to my granddaughter." And I thought, "Oh, God, you wanted the Disney Chip and Dale chipmunks." And it's like, I was so embarrassed. It's like, yeah, leave it to me.
Live and learn.
Yeah, live and learn, exactly.
Do you have any stars come in there?
We had Paula Abdul and Julio Iglesias came in. I know, signing his CD that came, I think it was a CD that came out. And this is a kind of a strange story, but he actually, they usually came to the second floor. There's a 2-story building, and the video department was on the top there, but they used kind of a little section there for signing autographs all the time. But usually they would come up on this floor from the bottom that rises to the top like a elevator without walls, basically. And that's how they put the products on there, that we, put them in the shelves and everything. But anyway, so, he came in that way, and he did his signing, and then as he was leaving, he was sitting there waving and walking toward this hole where this flooring is supposed to be, but it wasn't there. And he started actually taking a step toward that hole, and I could kind of grab him a little bit and, sit waiting for the floor, and he would have had a really bad fall if I wasn't there.
You saved his life.
Well, probably.
Well, I wonder if he ever tells that story. Probably not. It disappeared with him, maybe.
Well, I didn't get any Christmas cards from him, but
No Christmas cards, no payola.
Yeah, no, not even thank you note, nothing. But he did, thank me then, and just continued on. So yeah, live and learn.
I see you saw a bunch of concerts in California. Best concert you ever saw?
Out here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one, actually.
Best concert anywhere. Have you got a best, or can't you pick a best?
I know Guitarro was a really good one. Guitarro is a new age artist that I've really started following after falling in love with the new age music around my high school years. But yeah, that concert was just amazing, just truly amazing. I saw Moody Blues and Blondie. Trying to think of all the ones I saw. Duran Duran was out here.
Oh, nice. What year? Yeah. Do you remember what year you might have seen the Moody Blues? I wished I would have seen them early.
Oh, boy, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Well, a lot earlier than I saw them, I bet.
I want to say maybe in the 97, maybe.
Okay. I would have loved to see. Would have been great to see them in their very, very beginning days.
But you never seen them yourself?
Oh yeah, I've seen them plenty, but all later. I want to see them when they were first starting out. I thought that would have been great. So,
yeah.
You worked for 20th Century Fox?
Yes, for almost 20 years. And then, of course, Disney recently bought them out, and unfortunately, I was on the hit list for those who were to be laid off after Disney bought it. So here I am these days waiting for COVID to get over until I can, look for another job soon. But in the meantime, I'm, still composing and trying to get more and more songs done, and that's all I can do.
I think it's amazing, though, that you a lot of us most people work for a paycheck. They don't get to follow their passion. You're following your passion with your music. Could you can you describe your music? We're going to play your music, and we'll let you set the stage. I'll let you set the stage for each song. But can you describe your music?
Well, well, it's definitely electronic music, part of the EDM style. I guess most people would probably consider it like a synth pop kind of style.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to have some of all my influences of all these music in the past to kind of blend into some of my music, and hopefully I'm doing that okay.
Well, in between these songs, we have to talk about some of the graphics, your cover art graphics, which are fantastic. And well, let's just start with this. We're going to play a song here in just a minute. Chromatic Blue. Did you always have that name in mind? Where'd you come up with that?
Well, that's kind of a strange story too, actually. But yeah, I tried to think of ideas for a name, and I try to think of something that's very dealing with space a lot, and I just couldn't. Every time I thought of something, I went online, and sure enough, someone took that name, and so then I just kind of focused more on what are my songs going to try and say, or what do they mean, and I thought, well, I want something to do with a lot of Earth, being with Earth and the people, and so I mean, when I was kind of going through all the names and everything, I kept thinking of, well, the Earth is considered the blue planet, so that's where the blue kind of came from, and then of course all the different types of people and variety of colors, basically, that people are, their personalities. That's where Chromatic kind of popped in my mind. So there's Chromatic Blue. So that's how I came up with Chromatic Blue eventually.
Well, it's a cool logo.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's I kind of worked on it for a little while. That just kind of came with me with the M and the B kind of big like that. It was actually a photo of it's actually some handrails from 20th Century Fox. I actually looked down, and I took a picture of that, and then I just made two of the bumps there, should we say, and it worked, and that's how Chromatic Blue logo came about.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's play one of your songs here. We've got 5 to play, and I'll let you set the stage. This first one is called "Within Dreams." Now, when did this come out?
In 2017. I was thinking of the title for something like this, or wanted to write a kind of like a soundtrack for dreams, actually, because we have an average of 3 to 7 dreams a night, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to think about having different. What's what I'm looking for? Different layers of different sounds to kind of a same melody throughout it, and that's what I came up with for Within Dreams.
Well, how about we take a break and listen to Within Dreams?
All right, sounds great.
All right, here we go. Very nice, Ron. And the cover art. People are going to want to look at this, and I was going to save it till the end. But where can people purchase this? Where can they see this? The great graphics on your work.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that was actually done by Alan Ketebog. He's a friend of mine from out here. They can basically buy that song on Spotify, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, iTunes, Amazon Music. Just either buy or stream. And I would love it if people leave a comment or follow me. It would be awesome, too.
And anything that they can do like that will actually help you out. Is that correct?
That would definitely help me out, yes. If you were to do one of those, definitely would help me out.
And you said the cover art graphics are done all by Filipinos.
Yes. For that one was from Alan, and my echo was done by Ernesto Falconet. And then Stained Glass World was also done by Alan, and Time Goes Too Damn Fast basically was that was by Clint Elmason, I think it's pronounced it, as well as Life on Scene. So, yeah, all of them were graphic artists from the Philippines.
How did you find them? You just ask around?
Well, Alan's a friend of mine from here, and I just looked them up online, and you eventually found them. Yeah.
My personal favorite, I like all your stuff, but my personal favorite for some reason is Time Goes Too Damn Fast, and that's down the list. We're going to be doing My Echo next. You want to set the stage for that one?
Yeah, that one, it was sung by Private Ryan, and his real name is Ryan Crosby, and he actually helps me with the technology part of my songs, because even though I took a course in just a course for the software, I still, I've got most of it, but he helps me get to the. I tell him what I'm looking for, and he kind of helps me. He kind of guides me and learn the process still on some of the more technical stuff. But he's amazing. I mean, this guy, he does everything. I mean, he plays the drums, sings. Yeah, he's just everything.
It sounds sounds like a good guy to be around. What's My Echo about?
Well, I wanted to make a song about those who are in relationships where love is no longer a two-way street, and you say I love you to someone, and you're not getting that echo back. So that's where My Echo comes from, and it's basically empowering those who realize you're in that situation to get the courage to say, you know what, I've had enough, and it's time for me to go,
All right. Well, what do you say we play My Echo?
All right. Sounds good.
Here we go.
All righty.
Is cried my last tear for you. Good luck and goodbye. Where's my echo? Where's my echo? When I tell you that I love you. Where's my echo? Where's my echo? When I tell you that I need you. Where's my echo? Where's my echo? When I tell you that I love you. Where's my echo? Where's my echo? When I tell you that I need you.
My Echo. And did you say that is that Ryan singing on that?
Yeah, that's Ryan singing on that one. That's correct.
You make the music and he provides the vocals.
That's correct, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it. Right now you've got 5 songs out, the ones that we're going to play tonight. Is that correct? Are you working on something new?
I'm working on going through some more sounds right now to see what kind of flavors I can kind of come up with right now. But there's so many of them. But it's important to kind of just know, what's in my library that I'm using. So, I'm always working on something.
I think your newest one, which is the last one we're going to play, is Life Unseen. Is that right?
Yeah, Life Unseen was my
or Life
last
Unseen,
one.
yeah. Well, don't be making anything new without letting us know, because we're gonna push it here at WQUD, at least on my show.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that.
All right, now we're gonna switch to a different singer on this next one. Stained Glass World. Set the stage on this one.
Well, I kind of want to do a little bit of a dance song on this one, and some of the influence on this song was a song by Robert Miles. The song is called Children, and it's a dream house type of song. Really fell in love with that song immediately, and there's a kind of a sort of a haunting piano throughout that song that I decided to carry into this song. And unfortunately, Robert Miles passed away at a very young age of 42, I think he was.
Well, that's definitely young.
Yeah, and he had cancer, unfortunately. And so kind of a dedication to him, as well as lyrics that basically are trying to say that we should try and treat each other better, and kind of an anti-war message. And so there you have it.
This singer, Angel Hunter, where did you find Angel Hunter?
Yeah, Angel Hunter was actually a coworker from work, and she mentioned that she sang in choir at the church out here. And so I said, well, I need a singer. Would you be willing to? She said, yeah. So the rest is history, and hopefully, I thought she did a great job on it, actually.
She did a fantastic job on it. You hit the jackpot on that one.
Yeah, she did it fantastic. She really did.
All right, let's let everybody hear A Stained Glass World featuring Angel Hunter. You're listening to the Uncle Tim Show, and we're talking with Ron Johnson, the architect of Chromatic Blue, and here's his song, Stained Glass World.
Used to smell the life.
I would definitely stay friends with Angel Hunter. Quite a voice there you found.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping to eventually ask her to be on another one sometime in the future. Hopefully,
I
she'll be willing to do it.
I thought Time was my favorite. That might be my new favorite, Stained Glass World. Hey, back in your high school days, your junior high days over there to Fulton, did you think those were the cruel years? Lots of times I call my middle school and high school years the cruel years because kids can be so cruel to one another. Did you enjoy high school and middle school? Personally, I didn't that much, but maybe you did.
Well, actually, I enjoyed junior high, but high school, maybe not so much. I had some problems in high school. I actually started getting some panic attacks later in the school years there, and I had a panic attack one early morning on a Saturday morning about 2 o'clock, I think it was. And so I wanted to calm myself down and try and get my heart rate back down to normal. And so I turned the radio on and came across this station that was playing what they called back then space music, and just fell in love with it. It was basically a lot of synthesized music, but very calming. And it really helped me bring down the stress levels. And I fell in love with a lot of artists there, like Michael Janess, Paul Spear, and David Lyons, and Ray Lynch, or three like some of the top ones during that time that, through music, basically helped me overcome panic attacks.
Well, with what we're living in nowadays, I think music would be a great alternative to the news and what's on the grid. And that would get anybody's stress up and maybe start a panic attack. So I think music is kind of the answer, and I'm loving the music that you've put together.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, like I say, I think the Life on Scene was a little bit more on the base of a little bit more like a new age song, I guess, but maybe even a pop sound. I don't know, but we'll get to that soon, I guess.
We're going to get to that soon. We're going to do Time next. It's kind of funny what you remember from when you were a kid. Pat Jones was telling me he remembered going over to your house and your parents had a TV. What was it? What was it? They could answer the phone or answer the phone with a TV. Is something like that?
Oh God, yeah. It was a Zenith TV actually, and I think they called it the space phone. I'm sorry, I don't remember the date when we got it. Or what time it was, probably early 80s, I guess. Basically, your TV would ring when you get a phone call, and you use the remote to answer, and then you're screaming at the screen to the person who called in, basically. And it wasn't working. The idea was great, but you still had to pause after each person would talk, otherwise you kind of miss each other out on that. So it was fun, and but we moved on.
Just one of those things you remember as a kid. So set the stage.
I'm just amazed Pat Jones remembers that. Pat, I know you're listening. What sandwich did I have on a Saturday, July 14th? It's like he would probably remember.
He might. Only if he got some of it. Now, this next one, I really like this one, Time, because it's all about time. It does go too damn fast. Set the stage for this one. Where'd you come up with the name? Where'd you come up with the idea for this one?
This one was kind of a struggle at first, as far as I got the song done, and I just kept thinking, what should my title be? I had no idea. And so I just had this melody over and over on my head, and I would take a bus going to work, every day, and I kept hearing people say the same thing, that time just keeps going so damn fast. And I thought, well, there it is. People are saying it all around me all this time. And so then I had to work out the lyrics, basically based on that, and basically it encourages to live a life with few regrets as possible. And of course, Ryan returned to sing on this one. Private Ryan came out on this one as well.
Well, let's take a listen to this one. I love the tick-tock in this song. So here's Chromatic Blue, Ron Johnson with the song Time.
Wasn't it just yesterday? We were young, carefree, and I play. Life then moves slow. Where did those years go? Past relations that seem dead still go round and round in my head. My life proceeds, hourglass quickly bleeds. You make time last, but now time goes too damn fast. Clocks don't care or understand regrets that they will cause from their hands. It's up to you to make them feel. You make time last, but now time goes too damn fast. You make time last, but now time goes too damn fast. Tick tock, 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 tick tock. All this won't last. 'Cause time goes too damn fast.
Nice work, Ron. I really like that one.
Thank you. That was actually the song that got me in trouble with my mother, though.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Well, she said she didn't want me to have a cuss word in it, and I thought, well, it's really no worse than what happened in Leroy Brown's song, so I figure it's not too bad. And so
Boy,
she eventually got used to it and likes it now, so we're good.
yeah, big shout out to your folks over there in Fulton. Now, when's the last time you were in Fulton? It's been a while, I think.
It has been a while, yeah. Yeah, it has been. It's been, traveling right now is really bad as well because of the COVID, and money is a little tight too, and so we're just seeing when we can see each other again,
Yeah, I know about the cost of living in California. I just spent a little time in Arizona. Everybody is bailing out of the state because of how expensive it is there. Now, your winter is going to be a little bit better than ours here.
The winter out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 81 today, thankfully.
See, there are trade-offs, but I know cost of living there. Is everybody, you said everybody's celebrating the big Dodgers World Series win, even though it's such a short season. What was going on? No chaos, was there?
No, actually, I don't think I heard anything about any chaos, but as soon as they won, there were fireworks, and there was shouting. I literally heard from like a wave from house to house. Wah! Just everyone happy, and then they started taking to the streets and honking, and it was just like a big celebration out here. Yeah.
You a sports guy?
Unfortunately, I am not.
Okay.
No, but I realize that it brings happiness and joy to others. But music is mine, and sports for others, I guess.
Well, it's the music certainly is working with you. This last song that we're going to play, "Life Unseen." Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough one. Well, 1 year, I think it was last year actually, toward the end of last year, there was a news about some kid, I think he was 8 years old, being bullied, and he committed suicide. And then literally like 2 days later or so, another one, and then a third, and then a fourth. And then it's like, oh my God, it's like, what is going on here? And then I read about the suicide rates of the vets are just exceeding the amount. I'm just saying it was 22 per day vets were killing themselves, and now they're up to 60 per day. And I thought, that's crazy, to think that these people are literally in some kind of darkness, and they can't talk about how depressed they are, And so I decided I wanted to make a song for them to help them come out of that darkness that they're in.
Well, you're right on about the veteran suicide rate. It's pretty incredible, and it's hard to believe that some people can get in that dark of a place, but it certainly does happen. And we'll take a listen to "Life Unseen." I like the idea of what you're trying to do here, Ron. Are we ready to roll this one?
Well, I just want to mention that it's Cody Gray singing on this one, and she happens to be the girlfriend of Ryan, actually, and so she was willing to sing on this one, even though because of the COVID-19, I wasn't really with her in a studio, but we did talk a couple of times over the internet, and again, this is how it ended up. And she did a wonderful job. Amazing job as well.
Tell me her name again. Cody Gray?
Cody Gray.
All right. Well, here is Chromatic Blue, Ron Johnson with "Life Unseen." Cody Ray did a fantastic job, and I like the whole idea about that song. Way to go, Ron.
Well, thank you so much.
Loving all your stuff. And once again, if you just tuned in, this is the Uncle Tim Show, and we got a guest on the line here, Ron Johnson, formerly of Fulton, Illinois. He is the brains and the architect and the passion behind Chromatic Blue, and we just played 5 of his hits here tonight, and I can't wait for some new stuff to come out. Love all this, and you haven't heard the end of Chromatic Blue, not on the Uncle Tim Show. Now, you can follow Chromatic Blue and Ron on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Bandcamp, and YouTube. And, hey, you can add them to your playlist. You can how about putting some feedback up there on YouTube and iTunes? Let's help Ron out here. And you can even say you heard it on the Uncle Tim Show. Double plug, right, Ron?
That sounds great to me.
And they can buy your songs directly from iTunes, Amazon, or Bandcamp, right?
Yes, and thank you for those who do.
And what else you got for us? I did see one other note here in your notes. Is it your brother's got a friend that's getting a band together?
I was just going to say, Steve Wilson is his name. He's a friend with my brother. And he plays the keyboard just wonderfully as well. And we used to get together, I guess we were in high school, and just make up songs. And made up like about 7 songs that were, the quality's bad, but the songs were kind of fun and maybe promising. In fact, he's working on getting into another band soon, and we'll be performing like 60s, 70s, 80s. And hopefully be another local lick for you soon.
Now, where are they from? Where's Steve from?
Steve Wilson is also from Fulton as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be a good local lick. Well, keep me posted on that one. Hey, we're texting, we're emailing, we've got it all down here, and it's great the way this whole thing came together. And before we end, is there anything else? Did I forget to ask you something that you wanted people to know?
Well, I was going to mention about Steve Wilson, but you got it 2 weeks before I did, so I think we pretty much covered it.
All right, and we heard some great music. And hey, Ron, I can't thank you enough. Now, earlier today, you told me that you had flooring people in your apartment. I'm glad they got done, and we didn't have to have you hanging out outside on the street while we did this interview.
Well, I would have done it if I needed to, but thank you. Yes, I really enjoyed it tonight.
Well, certainly stay in touch and follow that passion. Keep the great music going, and I'll keep playing your stuff.
I appreciate it, and thank you for everything, Tim. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'm sure all the listeners enjoyed it. Once again, talking to Ron Johnson out there in L.A., formerly from Fulton, Illinois, and still got family back here. You never know. We might see you in the studio someday.
I hope so. That'd be great.
Yeah, you get back this way, you look us up. And
will do.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap, Ron. I'm going to let you go and probably play a couple of commercials here.
All righty. Well, thanks again. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye now.